We all know Uganda, together with other two East African countries, that is Kenya and Tanzania, won the Pamoja African bid, in which they are going to host the African Cup of Nations. The African Cup of Nations, ladies and gentlemen, is a football tournament held within Africa, where different African countries come to compete in a football tournament. As other countries use the tournament for very many reasons like development and others, Uganda is going to use this tournament as a strategy of a propaganda machine known as sportswashing. And it is a great opportunity for General MUSEVENI to try and clean himself of the dirt from the outside world. We all know Uganda is under a dictatorship and is among the very few East African countries which have a poor democracy. So in this episode, I've come to tell you how General MUSEVENI is going to use the AFCON tournament as a strategy of cleaning himself, what sports washing means, and most importantly, what we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you are watching this video from a different platform, please subscribe. And in event you are new to this channel, subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I dedicate this video to the political prisoner Olivier Rutaya, who has been in incarceration for more than 3 years. So to understand this better, we must understand the idea of sports washing. Sports washing is a tool of propaganda where a certain country uses a sports event or a music event to clean itself from the bad image from the international community. And this strategy has been deployed by very many countries, including Russia, Germany under Hitler, and Qatar and Saudi Arabia. And I'm going to explain this better. We all know that General MUSEVENI is among the few leaders who have a very good propaganda machine. In fact, this strategy has been deployed for very many years under his rule. To give you a clear example of this, when we finished the 2021 general election, where people were murdered, very many people were put under custody, even up to now, we have thousands of youth who are under trial in the court-martial. The court-martial, ladies and gentlemen, is a court responsible for trying soldiers. Even the High Court of Uganda came out to say that it was unconstitutional. Despite giving out the ruling, the government is still trying these civilians in a court-martial. So after the 2021 general election, where Uganda got a bad image in the international community, the propaganda machine of General MUSEVENI came up with an idea of hosting the Mama Awards in the bid of cleaning its image.
So on Friday, MTV announces that the host of the Mama Awards 2021, Kampala, Uganda, is DJ Khaled.
We got excited.
So we got excited, people were clapping, everybody was like, wow.
Roger was looking for clothes already.
Everyone, people were asking for tickets. So anyway, on Sunday, actually Saturday and Sunday, there was like, especially on Twitter, there were people bashing DJ Khaled for accepting to come to Uganda to host the Mamas amidst the political turmoil. Of course, there are all those words they were, hurling at him. And so DJ Khaled puts down the post. He deleted the post. And there are particularly two tweets that I wanted to share with the viewers from some two whites. I don't know who they are, though. They look like advocates, people who advocate for rights and things like that. You got those, Portia?
There's one, I think, one from Robert Amsterdam.
There was Amsterdam, there was another Jeff.
Saying that it will not go on.
Yeah.
The show cannot go on.
You serious?
Yeah.
He has never been here. Okay.
Okay, yo, so this is the first one from Juliet Ibrahim, who says, with all that's going on presently in hashtag Uganda, I'm baffled that MTV Best Africa is hosting the Mamas 2021 in Uganda. How can anyone that's a visitor's safety be guaranteed in the country when the citizens are not even safe? Many are dying. Then they tag Victoria Kimani. Kimani is a Kenyan. Yeah, so
Maybe she's supposed to come
anyway,
here.
this is the first tweet. We're going to discuss these things. There was another one. Yes, this guy, Jeffrey Smith, Obayani, Never Zungu, he says, interesting, in the last few hours, DJ Khaled has deleted a tweet in which he was promoting his upcoming gig to host the MTV Mama Music Awards in Uganda, a country in the midst of widespread crackdown on political opposition and in which His Excellency BOBI WINE is under house arrest. That's it.
The government wanted to use the Mama Awards as a tool of clearing its image in the outside world. We had just finished the 2021 chaotic election. So I've started by giving you that background to show that General Museveni has always been deploying this strategy as a tool of propaganda to clean himself from the international community. So to explain this more, in the 1933, Hitler became the president of Germany. In fact, during this period, he killed a lot of Jews and also did a lot of human rights abuses. But in 1936, he got an opportunity of hosting the Olympics. And this was an opportunity of using this event to clean himself in the international community.
Denn als unsere Partei gerade 7 Mann hoch war.
And meanwhile, a packed stadium and flag-draped cheering streets greet Chancellor Hitler on his way to perform the opening ceremony.
The benefit of hindsight and history helps us see these were more than just games.
These weren't the Berlin Olympics. These were the Nazi Olympics.
They were also an opportunity for the regime to create the illusion of a new Germany on the world stage. But the reality was quite different.
The Olympics gave an opportunity of Germany to clean itself. Because if you host such a very big event, every international eye comes in your country. And it provides an opportunity of selling your other sides of tourism, hospitality, and very many other activities. And we all know that if you sell these activities, they clean your bad image. If someone asks you about America, of course you will talk about New York, you will talk about Las Vegas, you will talk about boxing, because it holds very many events. If they ask you about Britain, you come out to talk about the Premier League and very many more other things. If they ask you about India, you will talk about cricket. If they ask you about South Africa, you will talk about very many things. So sports event is a tool used to clean countries which have a poor democracy and human rights abuses. To even give you more examples, in 2014, Russia occupied Crimea. Crimea was a territory of the Ukraine, but Russia got an opportunity of hosting the World Cup in 2018. And when they hosted the World Cup in 2018, the issue of Crimean were swept under the carpet. The same was with Qatar. Qatar had a lot of human rights abuses, but when they hosted the World Cup, these issues were swept under the carpet, despite the fact that Qatar invested a tune of 220 billion, yet the World Cup was able to make revenues of 15 to 20 billion.
The tournament is highly controversial and expensive. The costs have already exceeded $200 billion and could go even higher. The scale of Qatar's investment is unparalleled. Previously, the most expensive World Cups were the 2014 tournament in Brazil and Russia in 2018, which both cost less than $15 billion. The 2006 World Cup in Germany cost just $4.3 billion.
Which meant that Qatar got a loss in the World Cup of 200 billion. But the main aim of Qatar was to clean itself. The same was with Saudi Arabia, which is now using sports as a way of cleaning itself, because Saudi, since is ruled by Sharia law, and Sharia law is viewed as inhuman in the European countries, so it uses sports to clean itself. So the reason as to why the AFCON is being used as a propaganda tool to clean Uganda by the regime is because the regime for the past 7 years has increased on the human rights abuses. We all know that it has never been like this before, that abductions are so rampant in our countries, arbitrary arrests are so rampant, okay? People are being tried in the court martial. So the African Cup of Nations is going to be used as a tool of cleaning the dirty laundry of Uganda and putting into consideration that since it's going to be held in 2027, and remember in 2026 we shall be from an election, so it will be a great opportunity for the regime to clean itself by using the AFCON Cup. Secondly, the reason I'm saying that it is a strategy by the regime to clean itself, even having one stadium which is not complete, we are able to join hands with other countries like Tanzania and Kenya to host this beautiful bid. I'll make another video to talk about the business sense of the African Cup of Nations in the eyes of an ordinary Ugandan. So, to me, I think the AFCON is being used by the regime to clean itself of the dirt it has since gathered because of a poor democracy, because of the dictatorship, and very many other things. Of course, that's my opinion. You can also tell me what you think by commenting on this video. Thank you very much for listening. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. Peace.